This building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit.
Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Play one, and Prescott to the air. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Catch made by Watson on the out route. Got this down to the 35. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
St. Brown in motion right. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In motion right, that's Collins.
Here's Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play action now. Prescott flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. We're scoreless after one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Joseph's got it.
And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Coach. Big Ace.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's one.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
52 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Williams being motioned left. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, shit. Buzz. Green.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll buy some time right.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds Watson. It's caught. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds ends up falling incomplete.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A final shot before half for Murray.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Down the left sideline. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And the fair catch signaled for. So they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Easy.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Williams, the man in motion left.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Prescott. That's taken in by Watson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Swim.
In motion left comes Williams. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. In motion right, that's Collins. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. In motion goes the tight end.
Big Ace. 2-2.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey.
third down. Here's Gibbs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
136 yards rushing for him now, as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Biggest. Shift.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Bush.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slow with that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Big Ace open. Hey, Ace.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Gibbs not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again, rolling to his right.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now 2nd and 9.
Throwing, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
In motion right, that's Collins.
To throw, it's Murray.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
Now he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here go 46. Here go, go to 54, go to 54. Why ain't that? 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. 27 yards there, a first down. A first down throw for Prescott.
And complete once again to Watson.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Now Prescott.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Hey, hold on. On the hop. Hey.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Murray's going to look to throw this thing.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Shift. Hey, Larry. Omaha.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw is Murray. This is caught by Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, 47. 47.
Now Dak.
He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Here's first down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now.